Alright, y'all, so there you have it. The dash is in there. Clearly it has to be lifted up. We'll have to make a bracket inside of here so that it comes flush up against here. What's good, grind schoolers? It's your boy Rob, and I'm back in the shop today. Today we're going to do something that I've been needing to do for a while. It's something that needs to be finished. Now, I started this project about a month and a half ago, and I ran into an issue where I should have ordered the dash kit itself all together, except I didn't, you know what I mean? And I was gonna originally go back and order a new dash or whatever, just the bezel for the car or whatever, but I guess it doesn't, it's not sold separately, so I guess I'm gonna have to modify it on my own. And if it is, then whatever. I'm not really like tripping on it or nothing like that. I'll just, you know, cut out what I need to cut out and make it look pretty as possible. But today what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut out the dash for the Autometer dash kit for the El Camino, because what's happening is I wanna get all that stuff hooked up and ready to go, because the dash is gonna come out so that I can fiberglass it and fix all the cracks and stuff in the dash, and then put it back in, put everything back together. Once I do that, I'll probably have somebody come through and fix the windshield, because the car is leaking really bad. We had a real bad snowstorm a couple of weeks ago, and it was just like water just dripping inside the car. So I need to get all that stuff fixed so the car doesn't deteriorate and rot away. But let's go ahead and jump into the video. I'll show you what I'm doing, like, I'll let you know exactly my thought process behind this, and hopefully I don't mess it up. If I do, whatever, it's not that big of a deal. Everything can be fixed. That's my mentality, or whatever, at least. But anyway, before we jump into the video, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you get a notification every single time we drop another video. Without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, y'all, so I got my makeshift table set up. So my last video that I did of this dash kit, I said that this was, the dash was too small. It actually looks like it fits perfect. Now, I will have to do some dremeling out, some cutting, to get this edge out of here. It doesn't look too bad. So pretty much what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get a Dremel set, and I'm gonna basically cut this whole entire outside piece out. So that will allow me to pretty much about maybe like a quarter of an inch space to like open this thing up. If you can kind of see inside, there's like this back bezel piece is kind of like pushing into the dash or whatever. So we got to get rid of that so that this sits flush up against the dash kit and whatnot. Pretty much, I don't even think, maybe, well, yeah, I'll definitely have to cut that out. But anyways, we're also gonna have to do some modification back here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this entire piece out right here, this entire white piece or whatever. I may leave some of it attached, probably just like the inside here, probably leave this wall here, because this is where the headlight thing attaches to. And then obviously take this out, and then, you know, see how it goes, or where the dash sits in there, and then just continue to modify it until this thing is 100% flush and 100% straight inside of there. Like I said, the reason why I'm doing it this way is because I didn't order the dash kit initially. It was like $50 more expensive. I thought that this was a direct fit. Obviously it's not, but it is what it is. We'll just cut it out and then go from there. Like I said, I don't have a issue cutting this thing out because the whole thing needs to be modified anyway, just because of the simple fact that this is old and I'm pretty much customizing the interior. So we're gonna go ahead and start cutting that stuff out. I gotta go to the auto parts store and grab a Dremel set, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that and do all my measurements, make sure everything looks good before I start cutting into it. Like I said, don't really have an issue cutting into this because I've had to cut into this before in order to make the other gauges fit. So I'm not really concerned about that, so I can cut this all out and make it look good. And then after that, we'll continue to like make sure it fits, put it all together, and then after that, we'll go ahead and snatch the dash out and start fiberglassing that so that everything is all good. Wire this bad boy up, everything should look solid, and that would be one less thing to do. But anyways, that would be another day. But let's go ahead and Dremel this out, test fit everything, and hope that everything fits exactly the way that I envision it in my head. If we have to do some sanding and, you know, adjusting, whatever, we will. But for the most part, it should be pretty simple. It looks like it should be good to go. But let's go ahead and go get that Dremel set, and then we'll go ahead and get started. All right, grind schoolers, so I picked me up a Dremel tool, so I'm gonna go ahead and probably start cutting this out. We're gonna see how it goes, man. Like I said, I'm pretty much just modifying this. It's gonna be hard to hold the camera, so I'm probably not gonna film it, but I'm pretty much just gonna cut out this center section, and then I'm gonna cut out the back pieces over there. And then as I go, I'll probably cut more and more depending on how wide I actually need it. So in actuality, I might cut out along this line here, up to the top here, in that little crevice, and just cut this whole little piece out on that part. And then for the back piece, I'll just cut out down here, and then we'll figure it out from there. I'll probably cut around the holes that I need to screw into the actual dashboard, but other than that, I'm trying to take this whole thing out. So we'll see how it goes. I'll cut y'all back on once I'm done cutting it out, and then see how good it fits. Okay, grind schoolers, so we got it pretty close in here. I'm not worried about this, like it being perfect. I'm gonna sand all that stuff down, all the rough edges, probably paint it, and then I'll probably most likely wrap it. We are having a little bit more of a hiccup. This vent right here, the back end needs to be cut out a little bit, and then also the old existing gauge cluster, that back end is coming in contact with it as well. So since we're not using the original gauges, or not gauges, but lights, like check engine lights and all that kind of stuff, whatever was right here, warning lights, whatever it was, I don't know. And I don't have heat or air conditioning. This vent is not necessary. I'm still gonna keep it. And you know what might be pretty cool is I could put like a boost gauge or something like here, when I do decide to do turbos, if I decide to go that route, like my Camino has in the cluster here. But I'm not gonna cut this vent out just yet. I'm just gonna cut into it a little bit, just so that this is kind of flush with how it is on this side. And then this side I don't really care. I'm gonna just cut that out, and then we should be good to go. It should be flush. It looks like it fits in there just perfectly, and we won't have any issues. And then after that, like I said, I'll go ahead and cut this out, and then it should set in there perfectly, and we shouldn't have any issues. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut both sides of these, then try to get this cut out, and then after that, we'll put it together and hope everything lines up perfectly, and then we'll keep moving forward. All right, y'all. So now it pretty much fits perfect. We still need some cleanup on this right side a little bit, but pretty much all I did was I cut out this piece on this side. The vent is still functional if I ever wanted to use it for whatever reason, but I just cut out a little relief. I'll probably trim it up, make it look nice, and I might have to cut a little bit more out on this side, but pretty much I just kind of broke it off, kind of modified it a little bit, and that's pretty much it. So we're done on this part, besides just cleaning this up a little bit because it's kind of a little bit off still. And then we're gonna go ahead and cut that one out, and then we'll sandwich them together. Hopefully everything's all good. Then after this is good, the next step will be probably going ahead and snatching out the dashboard and getting everything together with that in order to make sure all of this is good, wrapped, painted, cleaned up, and then we'll go ahead and finalize installation of the Autometer dash. So let me cut this out. Let me clean that up a little bit. I'll go ahead and set this in here, put this on top of it, make sure it looks good, and then after that we'll wrap this piece up and then move on to the next stage. Alright, so it looks like this is the only obstruction to get this to like move freely in here. So right now as it sits, it's a little off center. So if I put this on here, it's a little bit too far over here to this right side. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to cut this piece out so that I can move the dash back and forth. And also what I'll do is I'll probably have to make a bracket, a new bracket for the turn signal. The headlights and the washer dials that go right here, because that's what hooks onto these two right here. The housing for that hooks onto this. So I think I'm gonna just cut this off, make a new bracket for that, and then also make a bracket for that, and then we should be good to go without having to cut this whole thing out. This lays flush on there, so everything should be solid. I'm gonna just cut this off and this should be good to go. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll be done with this project for today. And then probably what I'll do is I'll take some Scotch-Brite, clean it all up, and then I'll go ahead and paint it. I think I'm gonna just paint it black just for now. It will get wrapped, but just for now, just to make it pretty, we're probably gonna paint this black, and then we're gonna paint the dash black once I get to fiberglassing it and stuff. All right, y'all, so there you have it. The dash is in there. Clearly it has to be lifted up. We'll have to make a bracket inside of here so that it comes flush up against here. But other than that, it sits in there perfect. I can adjust it side to side. So now, like I said, I'll probably take Scotch-Brite, scratch this all up, primer it, paint it, make it look all nice and pretty. Who knows, I'm thinking about wrapping it. I want to do like a suede or like an Alcantara around this box or this piece, just to make it really, really nice. So we might do that. And then also the dash, once I snatch it out of there and fix all the imperfections, we'll assemble everything back together and we can finalize this dash kit, clean up all the wires, and all of that stuff will be good. And then I think after that, I'll go ahead and get my windshield replaced. And then also too, I have my weather stripping. So I got all my weather stripping and stuff so I can fix all the leaks, get all that stuff done, and then we'll be good to go. But I'm gonna keep on grinding, getting this process done for the Elko so that it can get back on the road. Alright, y'all, I said I wasn't gonna show too much of the process, but I decided to anyway. So now that we got everything all cleaned up, we're gonna go ahead and hit it with the primer, paint slash primer, whatever you want to call it. I'm not too concerned about it being perfect because, like I said, this stuff is gonna get wrapped. I just want to change the color and make it better, look more aesthetically pleasing now. Just because I don't know when it's gonna get wrapped, but it will get wrapped. So I'm gonna just go ahead and spray it anyway, clean it up, make it look nice, so that when I do put the dash together, it looks pretty decent. So that's what we're gonna do now. Go ahead and spray it. Everything's cleaned up. It's not cleaned up to the standards of how it should be, but it's good for what I'm trying to do for now. All right, y'all, got everything sprayed. Got to flip this over, get the inside and the outside rim of that. Probably lay down another coat of black on that, just to make sure I didn't miss any spots. But it looks pretty good, pretty decent for just a little rattle can job, real quick. Yeah, so we'll get everything put back together and probably lay down another coat or two maybe, and then see how it comes out after that, but it should be all right. All right, grind schoolers, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. It wasn't too much. I just wanted to Dremel out the plastic pieces so that I could fit the dash kit in there, because that was kind of impeding me from finishing it up and actually turning it on so that we have a new dashboard. So pretty much what we're gonna do now is, like I said, just clean it up, get everything all set, ready to go. I'm trying to bust my butt on this El Camino, so you're gonna see a lot of videos, a lot of work done on the El Camino these next few weeks while the Impala is gone, because the further I get on the El Camino and get things done, the better for everything. I don't have plans to get that car ready for the summer because obviously, you know what I'm saying, summer's right around the corner, and it needs a lot. It needs a lot of work. But the Impala will be ready for the summer. The Elco will be drivable for the summer. And that's pretty much it. But anyways, that's all I have for today. I just wanted to get the dash figured out, the holes I needed to widen up, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I thought I was gonna have to break the whole thing apart, refiberglass, do all kind of stuff. It wasn't that difficult at all. So that's gonna do it for this video, man. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification so you get a notification every single time we drop another video. And if it's not too hard to ask, go ahead and share it with a friend who may like the content. But like I said, man, that's gonna be it. And always remember, work hard so you can live free.